to Tier 2 Australia today, round 1. Today, currently, it is just me commentating as of yet, however, we may be joined by George Grovey later on in the session, and SLX Toastman may join us as well. Not too certain on that, however. So, today, it's Tier 2 after a very eventful race last night in Australia Tier 1 with a total of 9 DNFs and I believe a total of 5 safety cars, all in one race. Nearly had only 9 drivers finishing, everyone guaranteed points. Hopefully we don't see quite as many safety cars today, however, you can never be too sure. But yes, this is the first Tier 2 race after the changes, so there should be a lot closer racing in Tier 2. This is where the tightest time trial times are, so we should be in for some fantastic racing today. So I've just had confirmation that we will be joined by SLX Toastman as a co-commentator. Hopefully he should be in before the race begins, however, if not, only we'll just miss a few minutes of qualifying, which for Q1 probably won't have too much happen. So, just waiting for everyone to join in. Who are we missing? We are missing a Aston Martin over the Williams. Who else? And then Alfa Romeo. So, we're just waiting on the final 2 drivers to get in. hopefully we have a full lobby. It's just the Williams and the Aston Martin. I'll check who they are supposed to be. So I believe it's Track Racer and Horonsky. So let's give them an invite. Oh, there we go, someone's joined. As Horonsky, so now we're just waiting on Track Racer. And then we will be good to go. So yes, we'll be joined by Tier 3 later tonight, and so is the first race, which originally was Tier 2 from last season. However, we added 2 new tiers, which is just incredible. See how far this league has come over the period of the year. Only having one tier, now having 2, and as it looks like the drivers are readying up. As has joined, so hopefully joins the party pretty soon. Here we go. Into quali 1. Toast. Hello there. Alright. Include audio. Yes, so into the first ever qualifier, Tier 2. As who'd. So Toast, how are you today then?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Who do you think who do you think will be the first to get out onto the track? As we are still missing a Williams driver, I believe it's Track Racer. But
I do not know. I'm gonna say I think Jeansy will go out first. My prediction.
I'm gonna go for DRS Russell. Hey, it was DRS Russell.
Quite a big mix of driver ability in this tier, isn't it? So there's some
Yeah.
tier 2 tier 1 drivers, sorry, who they probably have pace for tier 1, but you see some can't make yesterday's race in this league.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna. Hopefully, we should have some of the closest racing of all the tiers, because obviously there's only 0.5 gap in the time trial times.
Oh, you got it right.
So
Saw that first.
Bit of tier 2 knowledge there. Coming out as NXS Exotic. You race engineered for tier 2, didn't you, last season as well?
Yeah, I was a race engineer for Matt normally at Alpine.
Ah, okay. As more drivers are beginning to head out now. Russell opting to go onto the mediums. Probably maybe trying to do some race strategy, get a few laps done, just to get a feel for the track and how the mediums may do. But
yeah, it's quite quite a challenging track for pad drivers. It's very hard. For wheel drivers, I think we have it a bit better around this track because the curbs are quite challenging. Keep it in track limits as well. So I think DRS
yeah,
Russell
track limits are always a annoying thing to deal with on controller, as he's going to start his lap. Coming into turn 1 now, using a good amount of curb both on entry, not quite as much as he could on exit, but so that'll lose him a bit of time. Now heading up into turn 3, can he hit the apex nicely? Does have to readjust a little bit, but it will be just a good apex. Oh, as he takes a bit of a drift there around turn 3, but manages to hold it. Will have lost him some time, but I doubt he will even be wanting to set a good lap on the mediums anyway, as there is a yellow flag for
Pro
Khan.
Khan on the mediums. I think he spun.
Wing.
Looks...
Yes, it looks like he did.
No, I think he's got his front wing.
DRS Russell now heading round the Ricardo curve. So it was named yesterday. Missing the apex a bit there, but
Ooh,
ooh,
had a moment.
Nearly losing it. He's looked very shaky on his lap so far.
Yeah, I don't think he's had a lot of practice, but
Alpha Tauri there. Callum losing his front wing and must have spun and hit the walls there. Not what he would have wanted.
Russell to the line.
As Russell. A 123.5. Not the greatest. Definitely won't see him through. He'll be the next to cross the line.
I definitely think some drivers will get into the 21s, I reckon, but most will be around 22s.
I think we'll see a few drivers getting into 21s. I think we'd be hard pushed to see a low 21.
Yeah.
But
I mean, Callum 0087 in the AlphaTauri, even though he did just spin, yesterday he raced in Tier 1 and he was actually quite good at quality. He got into Q3 and he was setting low 21s, so. I think. If he gets a lap good without invalidating, he could get in low 21s, I reckon.
Yeah, the option's always there. As NXS Exotic goes fastest with the 123.4.
I think Russell's doing another lap.
Is he?
Don't know, it looks like he has low fuel, but he's still going.
Well, he's 1.6 seconds up, so I doubt he will actually commit to it. But
yeah, he comes in the pit lane.
Yeah, as IRC Dilly going fastest by a full second almost. No, 9/10. With a 122.5 on the softs.
Gamble is for some drivers. The track evolution at the end of each qualifying session is quite high around here, so we could see some drivers, especially if they invalidate their first and second runs in Q1, could see some faster times at the end of this session.
Yeah.
A11, former Tier 1 driver, goes 122.1. They're getting closer to the 21s.
As the Haribo Kid 369, second 122.8, putting him up into P3. However, half the grid's still yet to set their lap.
Oh,
I believe.
Monkey D Brown's round.
Yeah.
He's got Iron Lol Gamer coming to the line in the AlphaTauri. See what time he sets. It's P8. Not bad, not bad.
Fozzie coming into the pits with what the game says is a 6-minute lap.
Wow.
It's very impressive.
Well, we've got a car park.
Ooh,
Sector 2. Nick going onto the grass for someone who's not on a lap.
Stunesy comes out of the garage. So George may be joining us as a Ted Kravitz. So
Mr. Gravy.
the one, the only.
There's one person on that leaderboard, Rosky. I think he's got something in the bag. I think he could get top 3 here in qualifying. He's a very fast driver.
Definitely, considering he did surprisingly well he did very well for himself in Tier 1 last season. I think a Q3 is probably on the board.
Q3 is expected
definitely
from him, but I think he could quite easily get top 5.
Yeah. As Pro Khan goes second with Pro Khan goes second with a 122.4. A11 there, still looking untouchable at the top. 0.3 off, however, the times are increasing, and people are catching up to it. Eris Russell on a lap on the sauce, invalidated. But I assume he'll be going 4 consecutives. He's looked quite shaky today, not his usual self. Maybe it's the round 1 nerves or...
Yeah, maybe. Round 1's always... It's quite high pressure, because obviously you want to always start the season on the top foot kind of thing. You don't want to have a bad race 1, because that could...
Yeah.
It loses you 25 points to the leader of whoever wins it. So.
It could also have snowballing effects for the rest of the...
Yeah, if it affects your confidence. Can always happen.
As Russell coming into the pits now. Deciding maybe to go into a fresh set of softs, I doubt it, but...
I think Russell right now, his time... If everyone goes faster than him who hasn't set a lap, he would be knocked out, but... I think he's got pace in him, he just needs a bit more.
Yeah, he does.
Anyone on a lap right now? Don't think so. Not Mick's on a lap. Let's see what his sector 1 times. 27.5.
moment, I'm just inviting...
Oh, Jeansy goes P5. Good luck from him.
Looking to continue that good run of form that he had at the end of last season.
Yeah, he was on fire. He was going from... I think he had some bad qualifying sessions, but he was going from like last to first.
It wasn't the start of... It was the start of the season he wanted and the end of the season he wanted.
Yeah.
His middle of the season just wasn't quite there for him. He went from first in the constructors to, I believe, he was third and then dropped down quite a few spots.
Yeah. Oh, Callum
goes
P2 in the AlphaTauri. I told you he has pace around here. He does. He can get in those 21s quite easily.
Yes, almost. Oh yeah, definitely. I believe it was Fozzie who was on the Haas server earlier. Said he could do a 127 flat.
127 flat?
Yeah. Yeah. How getting in time trial.
Yeah.
The more as Luigi putting himself in 122.7. Good luck from himself. He was bit out of the pace in Tier 1, so maybe Tier 2 this season will seem more fitting for him, and he can really strive and get the more consistent podiums, because obviously he did get 2 podiums last season, but
I think both of them were... He kind of picked up the pieces from when the kind of the top guys
I believe
crashed.
due to I believe it was due to a couple of them were due to like lobby glitches and stuff as well.
Hi, by the way.
Good day, Grovey.
I've got some information for you two, by the way, from the pit lane.
Yeah.
Hmm.
There is a Red Bull coming out from the pit lane, I do believe. Just saw it coming out, or not. There is a Red Bull coming out. That was Shuey, just brought himself out of the pit lane. It's
DRS
out.
Russell.
Yeah, I'm
Shuey?
looking at the wrong
Shuey.
And only one driver hasn't.
He's watching the stream replay.
He was. Only one driver hasn't left the garage yet, once yet. Or unless they haven't come back, I haven't known this. Is Luno, who should be coming in, or coming out soon.
I'll have a look.
Only 4 minutes left for this session.
Yeah, he hasn't come out yet.
He hasn't got a quality ban, being his debut, but I'd expect to see some movement from the Alfa Romeo garage. I'll hand it back to you two now, and call me if you need anything.
DRS Russell, 5 tenths up through sector 2.
So with face on is in lap almost definitely now.
Russell
Yeah,
needs
DRS
a
Russell 5 tenths up.
good final sector here. He can get himself easily into the top 10 if he has it.
Russell now coming to the line. What can he do with his lap here? Will it be enough to see him through? And it almost definitely will. 8 tenths, almost 9 tenths gained.
Interesting, the top 10 separated by 7 tenths.
Yeah, very close. I believe that's NXS Exotic who's gone for a spin as his car was ghosted there. But Iron Lol Gamer now on a lap in sector 3. What can he make it? He needs to improve his time a bit. As he's coming to the line now out of Prost. Not looking the greatest time. Will it be enough to see him through? As he has a 122.9. Puts him into P11. He might not be safe there, however. May have to go for a second run.
Looking at the guys behind him, Heronsky can definitely go faster. Mikhail might be able to if he sets up a good lap. Don't know about Fozzie and Lunia. That Alfa Romeo,
Yes.
the debutant, is still in the pit lane.
Talking to Looney, yeah, still in the pit lane. No movement.
Interesting. Maybe
He's coming out now.
Fozzie's
He's moving
coming to the
now.
line now.
They have finally reacted at the time.
Fozzie's first lap of the race going to pole. It's first of the grid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Lunia has
Great
left the
lap
pit
by
lane.
himself. As DRS Russell, I believe, has just retired there. IRC Dilly coming to the line now.
See, I don't think the strategy of leaving it until the last minute to come out is a good idea. Because
Yeah.
if you
Normally you want to get a
invalidate,
banker
you
lap
can't get a
done.
lap,
So
yeah.
Mikhail here will be starting a lap very soon. Going to the line now to start his lap.
You
So-
might quickly have a look at Monkey, by the way. He is not going to make it through. As I just quickly have a look at him,
Ooh.
as he does about
Yeah,
what's 360 doubled to 720. Just 720 rotation, taking off an end plate.
that is not how he would want to start his first race of Tier 2 this season.
So it'll be 18th at best for him.
Top 10.
Mikhail, however,
still
3
separated
tenths
by
up
7.
on his lap. Is he going to be able to find the time he needs to see him through? Onto the Ricardo curve now. Hit the apex nicely in that corner before, but will he be able to make it of this? Can he find that pace?
5
As he
tenths up.
misses the apex a bit slightly, but goes over the curve well there, using all of it that he can. As how much? It's now coming into turn 13, my favourite corner of the track. 10, 14.
Good lap for Mick if he can
Keeps his-
keep it clean.
Yeah, he's kept it clean so far. He's heading out of Prost. losing a bit of time and not being able to stay on the throttle all the way. Will this be enough to see him through? 4 tenths puts him into P13. Probably not as high as he would have liked to have gotten.
Yeah, for a male Lunia on the lap now.
As he retires,
make or break for him. Takes those chicanes well. One more sector to go. Looks quite a strong lap from this Lunia guy. Final corner. Foot to the floor, to the line. What's he going to set? Will he get himself into Q2? He does. He goes P12. So that knocks Hironsky into the being the driver at risk.
He is 3 tenths up though. Out as he coming out of Prost. Will he be able to find the time? He will, taking him up into P8.
Oh, that's Mikel, the driver at risk. 3 drivers on a lap behind him.
Delonza Fox is currently 2 tenths down though. Chaz Mystery is 1 tenth, 5 tenths down. As Exotic is Delonza Fox has invalidated, so that will see him out as he comes into the pit lane. NXS Exotic, the next person to cross the line. Will he be able to find the pace?
He needs about 5 tenths here. No.
Oh no, not quite.
Only enough for P17.
As Chaz Mystery, the final driver to cross the line in Q1. Will he
Big
be
difference
able to get through?
The Haas drivers, 1 in P1, 1 P17.
Can Chaz Mystery out of Prost find the time?
Needs about 2 tenths. He can.
And he's got it. Now knocks Mikhail out of the race.
Out of the race.
Mikhail is not happy about that one. The last minute lap there. As Fozzie taking first with a 122 flat. 1.5 tenths faster with Lotus and Callum not far behind. Procan and then the debutant Haribo Kid done well for themselves though with them. Top 5. Then Sir with Face. So that's only 2,000 separating the 2 Ferrari drivers. And then a McLaren, Russell, not his usual self, but he has been seen to have some incredible Q3 pace. He normally just focuses on getting through. So
top 10 only separated by 6 tenths. Going to be very close for drivers who want to get into Q3. Some, obviously, I think most people will probably take the mediums for their first run to kind of preserve a set of softs for Q3. It's going to be interesting to see who can get in.
So will DRS Russell be the first to get onto the grid again? Yes, he will. Closely followed by Vronsky. Russell this time, I believe, opting for the softs. What can he make of his lap? Russell's gone for a spin, I believe, onto the gravel.
So we got a mixture of drivers on the softs and mediums. Looks like there's more mediums right now.
Majority mediums, yeah. But as I believe it will now be Karonsky who will be the first person to start a lap on the mediums.
Got a bit of team radio from Mikhail to the Williams team. Sorry guys, I had more in it. So I think you just got a bit unlucky there that you didn't get through to Q2. Ronsky now the first person to be on a hot lap. Ronsky's had a pretty good lap so far. He's kept it clean.
Oh, and he's gone for a spin. Oh, he's done
barriers.
well to keep at the wall. That could have been very bad for him.
Could have indeed.
Go-kart now on the softs. He's coming up to, just coming down into the Ricardo curve. So it's been I didn't see the beginning of it, but it looks to have kept it pretty clean. It's been valid. Surprises. I believe, is that a McLaren in the wall? Or maybe. As Iron Lol Gamer goes first, and then Chaz Mystery going faster by 4 thousandths of a second, both on the medium. Pro Khan coming around turn 15, and now into Prost. What can he make of his time? Got a pretty good Prost. What time will it be for him? It's going to be a 22.8, putting him fastest, but just behind on the mediums. There's Haribo Kid 369 now coming into turn 3, hitting the apex nicely. Now turn 4, using a good amount of curb on the exit. Ooh, very close to invalidating there as well. Looking clean so far.
So with Face about to finish his hot lap. Looks like about a lap out of the guys who've set mediums, and it is. He goes 23.6. Still
Much
quite
better
far
lap.
off the soft times though. And from driving yesterday, you want to start the race on softs. So I think most of these drivers are just doing banker laps on the mediums. Oh, as the debutant Lunier's out.
Banging the wall down.
It's very
straight
unlucky.
after turn.
But he has got. Oh,
No.
so with Face as well was involved, possibly. And he's left the session as well. Don't tell me he's rage quit.
Wait, what's happening with Sour Face?
I don't know. I saw.
Haribo Kid 369 going fastest with a 122 flat.
Yeah, they're going to start getting into the 21s now. I reckon the track's starting to pick up grip now.
Liven up a lot more.
Yeah. Will be interesting to see if anyone thinks they can take the mediums through to Q3, because it's not the tyre you want to start on. AlphaTauri of Callum, bit squeamish out the final corner. He comes to the line now. Where's he going to go? Goes P3. He's ahead of one of the soft. He's ahead of 2 of the soft runners actually. One of them
Best
being
lap
his
on the
teammate.
mediums by far now.
Yeah, he's about 8 tenths faster than the next guy. Oh, no, that's 4 tenths. As Air 11 goes P5. DRS Russell coming to the line now. He's on softs. Don't know if that's is a scrub set or not, but he goes P2. Still 5/10 off the fastest time. I don't think that will get him
Any
through.
news? Any news, George, on the down by the pit wall?
No, nothing right now. Just the fact that Dilly and Horonsky are now out on out laps. Horonsky will just about starting his first lap in anger, but Luigi is being jacked right now, and the tyre blankets are coming off. He'll be out on track very soon, and Pro Khan is in the pit lane now, as is Luigi, coming down to get onto their out laps, but nothing so far from Gene Toy 67. Obviously managed to get P3 in the World Drivers' Championship, but just hoping he can get a lap on the board as A11
Yeah,
is
just
now
needs to get
feeding into
just
the lane.
needs to get a banker lap on, and then
Yeah,
you
that's
just
how
see
much time we
whereabouts
have
that'll
left.
put him. Yeah, you can never see because of the yellow flags.
So many
I
yellow
know.
flags. And we got about 6 minutes left, so yeah, you got time for.
I've just been
coming into the pits,
doing.
that's-
I've just been looking at the settings for the channel and all that jazz.
Oh, fair enough.
Horonsky coming through the final corners to set a
actual
lap.
settings. Anyway, I'll leave you to it for a bit as Russell retires. And
He has
Obviously
the
sees
confidence
himself
to get
safe.
through, but I see Horonsky goes P1, he goes 5/10 fast. I think the track is picking up.
Breaking the barrier between 122s and 121s. He pulls over to the side to let I'll see Dilly. That is past. What can he make of this lap then? He's on the mediums, he needs to get a lap down. Well, he needs to get a lap that will see him high enough, because... Oh, and he's taking...
He's backed off. I think he's realised that he needs to do a lap on the softs.
But yeah, the mediums aren't the preferred tyre, are they?
No.
Start on.
Especially if there's an early safety car like we had yesterday in Tier 1. Everyone, apart from me, got off the...
Yeah, you got unlucky with the double stack.
Yeah, well, in the end it worked out quite well, because I waited, I held onto those tyres until like 60%, and another safety car came out.
I mean, there was about 5 safety cars, so always helps. Analog Gamer now coming through some of the final corners. So, well, going a bit onto the gravel there, might have slowed down a bit. Missing the apex a bit. Got good rotation though, out of Prost. Having to let off the throttle a good amount, that's going to lose him a lot of time. But it's still going to be a 122.8, which will put him into P5, so AlphaTauri with a 5.6 currently.
Still think they might be at risk if everyone goes out on softs though. Because most of the Q1 times that got through, I think, were around that as well, 22.8, so they will probably have to go out again. They have got time.
Not starting his lap now. On the 3-lap-old softs. Would not be the tyre you want to start on. So much tyre wear. May have to force an early stop. But
Jeansy's finishing his lap now. He's currently P15. Coming out of the final corner. Where is this going to put him? Foot to the floor. DRS opened. Deployment has been used. He goes P4. It's a good lap from him.
Not getting a bit of a toe off. I believe that was Hronsky on the Ricardo curve. Only 2/10 up. He's going into sector 3, so it's been a very clean lap from him so far, as he's coming into the final few corners. He's done very well, keep using as much curve as he needs to, as he went very, just as I say that, nearly used a bit too much, invalidating him, but he's done well, okay, to keep it valid so far. And let's see what time this will get him. Oh, the deploy has been used now. It'll be a 1:22.5, putting him just behind DRS Russell and into P6. As Iron Little Gamer has abandoned his lap. He's about to stop. Fozzie now going to be starting a lap. Just coming out of the just going into the final 2 corners. Any more news, George, on the... sorry, Grovey, on the pit wall?
Nothing right now, just, well, nothing. Just a bunch of drivers at the top 3 are still in the garage, deciding that going out probably isn't what they want to do, wasting another set of tyres when they all feel confident enough to be through, and I think they are certainly through. It's just, they're just, the only one sitting in the garage is Jeansy did obviously get out there, and he put himself in P4. Oh, yep, and that's Jeansy coming in, so someone's in the pit lane. And that is Jeans Boy 67 of the Alpines. That's everything going on in there. You know, it's a bit of a boring time at this point of the qualifying session.
We saw a couple. Well, we saw Lunio.
Do you want me to commentate properly?
Yes.
Okay.
That would be.
I'll stop. I'm muting my mic now. Stay it.
Yeah. So Russell, he's in a bit of a scary spot for him now, because if all the drivers behind him improve, he could be out,
fine,
definitely.
I think. I mean, I can see a lot of drivers finding time, as Harry Poe Kid doesn't. That was Fozzie finding the time, putting himself P2.
Yeah, Fozzie going with it for 1:21.6.
He's in his P6, but I don't think. I mean, Callum could maybe find the time. He only needs to find 3/10, so I whack that lap detail up.
Not stabbed down 1/10 of time, so.
Yeah, I think because obviously Dilly hasn't even got a lap on the board yet. Neither's Luigi, so we don't know their true pace. If they've got, pace to put out there,
and also on the mediums.
So that means Russell's that bit safer now that there's only 2 cars. That's 2 cars that can't stop him. Callum is 7/10 up right now, though, getting a massive toe from the Merc. I mean,
very fortunate for him.
Luigi can't improve. He's out of this session.
I believe that's Lotus in the wall.
It was, Lotus spinned it.
Yeah.
But what can Callum do then? Is he going to be good enough to
see himself through?
Russell down.
He can put himself into P2. The 1:21.666. So a great time from himself.
So Russell is safe.
Yes.
Not by much, but he is safe.
So we're faced on a lap now. Can he find the time 3/10 up out of sector 2? And he can. He's put himself into P4. 1:21.9. Great, I believe the final driver to cross the line will be IRC Dilly.
Yeah, Russell will be very happy with that one then.
And he's put himself through a 1:22.4. Great time for himself, and that means Chaz Mister will be eliminated. Not what he would have wanted to happen, but not Star got through by the skin of his teeth. And Hronsky showing his true pace. To ahead of everyone. Up in P1. That driver's not too far behind. So as we're now advancing into Q3 for the first time in Tier 2.
Sorry, my mate's just sent me a video.
Tottenham won 5-1 in the end. That's always nice to see.
Was it in Newcastle, though, innit?
Bit scared, considering it was 1-0 down when I last checked, but...
Good.
Oh,
Sorry, I'm
Tottenham.
just scrolling through settings. I don't know if that's a good thing or that's a bad thing. What this setting says, I'm not going to actually talk about what setting it is, because that isn't important. No, that
Yes, but for anyone who's just experiencing stream lag, I'm very sorry. My entire family is currently using my Wi-Fi, so... not preferable. To Q3 for the first time of this of Tier 2. Will Russell be the first one to leave or to get out onto the track for the third time? And oh no, oh, it's gonna be Pro Khan.
I've got an issue.
What?
You know how I'm Tier 3 reserve? One of my Tier 3 drivers can't make it today. Which means I'm the only Tier 3 reserve, so I haven't got another one.
Well, have fun driving.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to sort that out with...
As majority of drivers out on track now. Looking to get that bank lap, but it'll be Pro Khan who's the first to set a lap, provided doesn't let Russell pass and doesn't bin it. Yes, there's all but 2 drivers now out on the track, all on the softs. Let's see what can Pro Khan do. So he's gonna have the worst track. He's gonna have the worst track conditions out of everyone, but can he find the raw pace he needs just to get a good banker lap down? It's very important, because if you invalidate your final lap, well, you're gonna have to rely on that banker lap to get you up the positions that you need. So Fozzie now starting his lap, coming into turn 3, hitting the apex nicely there, into turn 4 now. Going well, keeping it clean so far. He's done very well so far. I do not believe he's invalidated any proper laps that he's attempted to go for, so good is always good for a clean driver. So bit late on the throttle out of that corner. Maybe lost a bit of time there as he's heading down the Ricardo curve. His teammate DRS Russell behind him, as he's gonna activate the DRS. Very good on time, and as he's coming into turn 13, maybe slightly down compared to other drivers, but I guess we'll see when he crosses the line. He's coming into the final 2 corners. In the apex very well there, hitting the throttle nicely as well, and he's going to be able to full throttle it around the entire corner. As Fozzie is coming out, and what can Pro Khan do? He's a 22-3 with his teammate behind, DRS Russell instantly going ahead, setting a 1:21.9.
Hello, sorry, I am just trying to find myself a Tier 3 driver.
Give me a moment, I just have to invite a driver back.
Give me that.
Yes, so it's Lunior 95.
Yeah, it's fine. They'll be in the They will not race it because this is Q3.
As Vronsky goes faster with 126.
So you'd say Lunia.
Always not Stab has gone for a spin. And
there we go.
Let's put it in the wall.
Who's one?
Not Stab.
Yeah. No wing.
Stab.
Does that matter? Bit beaten
I
up.
have to go into the pit. It's the Haribo kid now. Invalidated his lap, but I'm sure he'll go for consecutives. Which definitely would have put enough fuel to go for them. Oh no, opts to go into the pits. So if he still hasn't come out of the pits yet, but I have to definitely sue Fozzie now. Out of Sector 1 into Sector 2. What can he make of this lap? Can he get the pace he needs? Vronsky still up in provisional pole. He comes into turn 5 and 6. In the apexes nicely in both corners, now down to Ricardo curve, reducing as much meters travelled as he possibly can. Oh, he's going it very risky for both of those corners, pushing the car right to limits, very close to invalidating. Still, reducing travel.
Who are we looking at?
Meters travelled. Fozzie. Hitting the apex nicely. Oh, he's fishing the car right to the limits. Could have been invalidated on any one of those corners. As he's coming out of Prost, what will his time be? It's going to be a 120, I believe. So 128.1. 121.895. So that'll put him into P2 ahead of DRS Russell. Good lap from himself. Vronsky still fastest though by 2/10. He's in exactly the position he will want to be as the Haribo kid has come out onto his out lap. So if Fade still hasn't came out of the pits.
Oh yeah, probably just leaving it. Oh, he's coming out, I think. Yeah,
He's coming out now,
lane.
Was it just going slow, causing the yellow flag? He lets the Haribo kid past. We'll see. Fozzie on his in lap now, so doesn't want to get Haribo kid out. Invalidating his first lap, so just wants to get that banker lap set, so he has a chance at the end of the session to go for that second lap.
Fozzie's going on as well.
I think Fozzie's going to go into the pits. I don't know if it was the game glitching or whatnot, but earlier it said Fozzie was on a 6 minutes lap. So
yeah, I don't know. He might have been going rather slow.
But 6 minutes. You would have had to have done like the entire track in reverse twice, most likely.
Yeah.
To achieve a time like that. A Haribo kid now coming into turn 3. In the apex well, on to turn 4. Making sure to use what the Kirby needs to everywhere he can. Little bit of a little squeamish out of the corner there. Squeamish, is that the right word?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Squirrely is the one I usually use.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, squirrely. Coming down now into turn 5 and now into the Ricardo curve, making sure to reduce the meters travelled as much as possible as he's heading into some of the most horrible corners, and I believe that was a purple sector 2 according to the game. Not so sure how true that was, but
Yeah, I mean,
all of it's like a...
it is a nice circuit out of park though, but it's just it's technical in my opinion. You've got to hook it up well, because if you if you mess one corner up, you can often mess a whole sector up.
It's like a snowballing effect.
Yeah, but
can always...
Harry Kid did an alright lap there, putting himself in P6. And then he just proceeds to cut the whole of turn 1, so that'll definitely get him an invalidation.
Oh, nearly spinning.
Because his tyres are covered in grass.
Oh, he decides to cut the other corner. Not restricting any of the greenery there that the guys has done, but I believe Face will be on a lap. He's coming out of Prost now. What will his time be? I believe it's going to be a 121 something, but a 121.551, dethroning Kronsky and putting him on provisional poles. A wonderful lap from himself.
It's a good lap, but what can Callum do though? He's currently on a lap. Do you think he can go quicker?
He's 3/10 up currently, so if he can find some time in the if he can find some time, he'll definitely be able to go faster.
So yeah, unless Sir's on a consecutive, which he looks like he could be. It doesn't look like he's going slow. I think he might be. I don't know. Is he down? Yeah, he's 5 seconds down. Aronsky just redlining it on his outlap. Or is he not taking?
Callum is looking very good lap so far. He's kept it clean as he goes he turns it a bit too early, and that could very easily have invalidated. Hitting the apex nicely now, and he's coming into Prost. It's going to be he's looking to have a very good lap time. Yeah, you want to full throttle it, but wow, what a lap time from Callum. A 121.164, 4/10 faster than the closest driver.
I mean, what can Russell do though? Time. He's on our lap right now. He's now coming through the clock chicane. Oh, he's in the wall.
Oh, and he's out. That is not how he would have wanted.
So he will be P5 at best.
Not at all how he would have wanted to have started.
No, it's
the season
doing the what do you call it, corner.
And Dilly's also done the same thing.
Except he's managed to stay in, but he is not going to be able to find the time to improve.
How on earth has he managed to?
Will Fozzie do the same thing? No, he won't.
Third time's the charm. Every time I cut to a driver, they have just spun. Fozzie now about to head into Prost. Is he going to be able to full throttle it the whole way? Yes, he will. That's wonderful by himself. And it's going to be a 121.3, putting him up into P2. So with Face, I believe, retiring in the pit lane. So he will not be able to improve. So now it's just down to Horonsky. Can he get back up into pole? Oh, not Stav. Maybe blocking him there. Oh wait, no. I believe that was his retired car. So that's just very unfortunate.
So Fozzie can only manage P2. But it's looking to Callum on provisional pole.
What can Horonsky do? He's can find a 121.5. Believe putting him up into P 3, I believe. Yep. So, well, top 10 drivers. Callum in pole. The 121.1. Fozzie not far behind, about 2/10 in P2, and then Horonsky, Aston Martin, down in P3, and then Sir with Face, the original T1 driver, with that 121.5. Not much separating him and Horonsky. Then both the Red Bull drivers are 5.6 for them. They've just under the 121s. And then the Haribo Kid on his debut in P7, 121.4, not how he would have wanted to start it, considering he had significantly more pace. In T2, in Q2, Jeansy then as well. Been cut off for me.
What am I doing? Nothing. I'm not used to it being in this position.
Normally you're one doing all the talking.
I know. I'm just still going through the settings and stuff. Just, you know, like,
Fair enough.
I'm just doing like the other things.
Oh yes.
I'm just ones enabled, or the ones you are enabled. So, sorry, David, and crap, that if you wanna, I can't do anything more about that.
As drivers now coming on track, only waiting NXS against Luigi Sven. Do you want to do the rundown now?
Nah, it's your
Of
job. You can do that. Did you put the
okay,
formation up on? You did. Okay.
good, yeah.
I
I
say
made sure to do that.
it is on strict corner cutting. Yeah.
Yes.
That's why I wanted you to check the settings earlier, but we didn't have time. You didn't read the message in time.
Yeah.
I'll have a look at the settings. Simulation settings.
So, starting out in P1 for his debut is Callum, then shown closely behind by Fozzie, not much separating them in qualifying. Then in P3, Hronsky done well to get him into position, not exactly how he would have wanted it, but he's done it himself well. Now, then, so with Face down in P4, good qualifying session for him. Then both the Red Bull drivers, DRS Russell getting promoted from Tier 2 last season and Pro Kart, dropping down, I believe, from T1 into Tier 2. 5-6 for them. Then Davidson, Haribo Kid down in P7. Good qualifying session for him. And Jeansy, P3, I believe, in the Tier 2 Championship last season, down in P8. Can he recover his position? A good qualifying session, but probably not where he would have signed. Then both the McLaren drivers in P9 and P10. Can they work together and potentially gain some more places? That rounds up the top 10, and now Chaz Mystery in P11, good qualifying session for himself on his debut. Iron Lol Gamer in P12. Then Looney afterwards crash out in Q2. Not how we would have wanted to have started it, but then both the Mercedes drivers, A11 Lotus and Luigi Sven. That rounds up the top 15. Then Mikhail NXS Exotic. Mikhail barely missing out on Q2, got eliminated by Chaz Mister last second. NXS Exotic failing to improve, and that got himself eliminated. Then Delonza Fox and Monkey rounding off the grid. Lotus is the only driver to be starting on the mediums as the drivers coming round the final few corners, and we will be lining up now for the first Tier 2 race of this season.
The mic's muted. Hello.
Who do you think's gonna win? Actually, there's no time for that.
I don't know.
Actually,
You've got to do your lights.
yeah. What's this camera angle?
Yeah, it'll change in a minute. If you just change the driver, it should change. There we go.
As we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. As it's lights out and away we go for the first time in Q2. So a wonderful start there for Jeansy, already up a place. Callum dropping down 2 places, that putting Fozzie and Fronsky ahead. As Fozzie going for a move. Fronsky going for the move, putting Fozzie down. Oh, 7 places down in P7. Haribo Kid up, keeping his position there. As so we're facing Callum. A battle there. So he's going to look for the move down the inside. Callum's going to have the inside line though for the next corner. Can he hold him off? Yes, he can. Surface unable to defend. And I believe that is Pro Khan, who is in the wall. And he is out. That is his race over. Are we going to see a virtual safety car? So,
But now I'm quickly doing predicting stop strategy. The one stop being lap 9 to 11. And never mind, because the stream for me is still... The lights haven't even gone out yet. That's how far behind it is for me. Hopefully the stream isn't actually that far behind.
I have no clue.
What bit rate are you running, by the way?
I was running 5,000.
Alright.
Yeah. I mean, I turn it down, but obviously you can't change it mid-session, so...
Yeah, no, the stream
I
is
stop the
genuinely
stream.
that far behind. They literally just done lights out on the stream.
Yeah.
virtual safety car is out, obviously that will neutralise the field. It was a great start for Horonsky, and an even better one for Russell. He's already in P2.
Into P2.
He's gone up 4 places on the start. Obviously, this bit with Sam. Later tonight, you will see Sam's do your winners and losers of lap 1. We go green again. And you can just see that, like, the biggest winner is. It's Russell. No, it's Russell up 5 places.
It's Russell and Jeansy.
Yeah, and the biggest.
No, it's Luigi up 5 places.
And the biggest loser being, not besides Pro Khan, is Fozzie down 5.
Fozzie.
A good restart for Horonsky. He was down. He did have not the best of restarts. He was almost caught by Russell, but Russell was able. No, Horonsky was able to pull that gap out again. Now only 6/10. But so far, who do you think's going to win? Already on lap 2, but we can have a bit of speculation.
I think Horonsky's got a good shot. He's looking very confident in that P1 position as Solarface and Jeansia are having a battle as Solarface manages to make the move. Can he hold off from Jeansy? Nah. Jeansy probably going to look to get him on the back straight. Solarface in the apex nicely there. That'll be able to gain him some time. As everyone now is going to be saying the new fastest lap. But Russell's probably going to be looking to try and make a move on Horonsky if he can find the time to be able to catch up to him. But Callum, 1.1 seconds behind, is not going to be able to find any time. Unless he can significantly increase his pace, these two drivers are just going to go away from him. It's toast session. Fozzie may be looking for a move on Transmister. 05. Transmister had a brilliant start for himself. Gone, well, was in P11, I believe.
But whilst you're talking up there, I've just come to the back of the field. There's a massive 4-man scrap here for P13. Exotic has a bit of a train forming behind him. But he's putting the pressure on not to race, actually.
Oh,
they're racing for P...
Monkey.
No, that is. They're racing for P12, as P12 has a bit of a squirrely rear end. And just drifts around the beginning of the Ricardo curve. As that's a big correction. Exotic keeping it out the wall, and that was Fox doing the same thing. And he's gonna go side by side with the Williams. Good scrap starting as Luigi's getting onto the back of Mick now and joining this fight.
Very
back at the top.
Very
tense.
unhappy. As Fozzie probably going to be looking to make the move on the Haribo kid soon. Chaz Mystery having a bit of a chain form behind him now. Oh man, for the P6 position. As
they toast you here.
Fozzie.
Yes, I am
having
here.
a bit of a.
What were you saying? Whilst I so rudely interrupted you.
As Fozzie and Haribo Kid are going to be side by side at the beginning. Oh, and Haribo Kid forcing Fozzie a little bit wide there as they enter the Ricardo curve, and that's going to allow IRC Dilly to get past Fozzie. Not at all what he would have
quickly comes to the top of the field. The gap at the top is only 2/10, and Russell looking to pull the pin on the move, but he's not quite close enough. Proper nose to tail things, proper nose to tail racing around Albert Park, and it's going to be should be an easy pass for Russell down the main straight.
Yeah, Callum maybe also thinking about getting the move done or attempting to on another lap, as he's going to go alongside by the wall, and he doesn't get the move done. Russell didn't quite have it, went for it, but had to back out.
He's going to go to the inside though. He's going to stick his nose up the inside. Great traction though for Horonsky.
Inside line.
Just seems to have just better traction in that Aston Martin. and can just pull. And Callum, Callum though, he's sitting there and he is licking his lips at this scrap in front
He's
of him.
waiting for the move. Opportunity to arise. As the Harbour kid gets his 3-second time penalty. Not the start he would have wanted. Gone from P6, I believe, down to P9. How's Russell?
Yeah, looks
Maybe
like
getting a warning or
Russell's
two.
gonna get him.
He's going to go
Have you
down
included
the
your audio test?
inside.
Yeah, I am.
I'm going to force him to get a
okay.
little bit wide. Bronzy's going to come back across, getting the better exit. Russell's still going to stick his nose up.
Russell
Oh,
round.
lost it.
Russell's spun.
Don't think he's got wing damage though. Doesn't look like he
He's
lost
a
it.
Thank God
lucky
for
man if he
ghosting if you
doesn't.
enter the track on the racing line.
Is he going to go
He
to
is
the pits? Yes,
boxing.
he is.
The non-visible
Surely
front
be
wing
going for a
damage.
new pair of socks.
But you know,
can't
with
remember they were
that,
gonna
Callum
put
is
the-
only 3 tenths behind Horonsky, whose rear end is chopping at the bit.
He's gonna try round the outside.
It's Callum looking for the switchback.
That's a
maybe.
great attempt at the switchback, but Horonsky has
Yeah.
covered him off so well as someone is round at the back, and that is exotic.
So Russell's gone back onto the softs, so he's going to be doing another stop later on in this race.
Aggressive.
The mediums can make it from
Maybe
here.
predicting
but
a safety
You would
car.
need a safety car, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a fair strategy considering only 9 people finished yesterday.
Yeah.
And with the exact same amount of drivers. No, we have just
5
one
safety
more driver
cars
today.
and whatnot.
Callum.
Oh, Horonsky's round,
Horonsky's
Horonsky's gone.
round. I think he's got wing damage.
Very
Must
lucky,
have.
still
Yeah.
being in this
Ooh.
race.
That is. And Callum taking the P1 position now. Maybe a safety car.
Very close
no.
line for P2 as well.
No, there is good battles
yeah,
up and
huge
down
straight.
this field.
Yeah. It's a good mix of driver skill levels, I'd say.
Boys, do you know how far the stream is behind us?
It's like 5 minutes.
Russell's only just spun.
Oh.
I could just look
Did they
down.
hear the audio? Did they hear the
So
audio?
face.
Oh
Ooh,
no,
so
no,
his face
all
catches
in the
it.
same place. It's just that the stream is just
Oh, okay.
behind from what we're seeing.
Yeah.
And Swansky does fit, and so does Lotus. Lotus
Probably going
realizing
for
the
the-
mediums are not going to
Yeah,
work.
but the mediums will last. It's a
He should
strategy,
have
I'd
taken
say.
them longer. He's kind of wasted
Yeah.
some mediums there. He should have waited for a safety
That's
car.
a pit stop. He's just throwing
Say
down the
Horonsky's
drain.
got
20, 30
damage.
seconds.
Just gonna shoot mate. Did they 11 have a front wing change?
I don't know. I
I'll have a look
don't
in
remember
the pit
him.
stops.
I mean, you can probably see from the stream play, so.
I'll have a look on them.
No, are you watching them?
Yeah, A11
No,
had
but-
front wing there.
Did he?
I saw a
No, he
face
didn't.
getting 3
Yeah.
seconds. Don't
He
know
did.
what
It says in
happened.
pit stops in the racetrack.
And Fozzie
Oh
getting
yeah,
3
it doesn't on
seconds
the
as well.
actual pit stops, you know what I mean, yeah. Yeah,
But
front wing.
Jeansy gaining some time on.
Sorry, can we just
Callum.
Chaz Horse's amazing move
Wow.
with the
Thought
contact
he
on
squeezed
Sir
with face a little bit.
It's a good move though, like the actual
Yeah, it
beginning
was.
of it.
As long as he
Minus
can
the
keep
contact,
within
the
the
Sir
DRS
back.
range.
box.
So
Oh,
is
so
face
face.
boxing.
Going to box. Maybe I must have got front
Around
wing
now
damage.
is probably the time when we're going to see drivers start to come in. I think so if he's trying to get the undercut on it.
Has he got damage? I don't see the front jack
Doesn't
round it. I
look
don't
like
see the
it.
front wing round.
No,
Nope,
it's
just
just
a
an
normal
early
pit
pit
stop.
stop.
Just trying to be clever. Yellow flag in sector
Oh,
one.
he's got a yellow
Someone's
flag.
gone.
Oh,
That's
That's Dilly.
IRC Dilly.
I see Dilly.
He's round.
In the wall.
P13,
Not out.
maybe 12. So Fozzie's just looking at the rear end of Chaz here, not Van
Russell
Acht.
putting in the fastest lap of the race.
He is going to be looking to take that podium
Down in
position away soon.
P15. Luigi close behind. Well, there's a bit of a train for him behind Mikhail, as there's another yellow
that's
flag.
out.
I believe that's not Stabs, that's the other McLaren
Oh.
driver, and that's going to be a safety car.
And
That
Sir
was
with
really-
face, he's not
is-
in a good position now.
That is
No,
not what he would have
That's
wanted.
unlucky.
He'll be
I don't
absolutely
see any
fuming.
I don't see any wheel shaking at the moment in anger.
That's 3 people out now. We could be on for a 10-person finish if they keep on
New
crashing
world
out.
record, as all the drivers are coming into the pits now.
See, Callum is in a good position because his pit box is quite far down, so I don't think he's going to get held up. Yeah, he gets a clean stop, so he's going to take the lead. Unless, yeah, everyone's boxing. Can
Yeah.
Come out in. He's gone on to hards, even though mediums it is the
Who's gone
time
hard?
for
Sorry,
medium.
Lots of drivers
Sam.
opting for the hards.
Jeansy may
I'm
be
really
in a good
hoping
position here.
that Voltic is putting on the mediums, and he is. He listened to the team orders.
Fozzie didn't.
Was Fozzie on?
He's on hards.
I mean, he didn't talk to me. Voltic asked. So Voltic, Exotic, Sleevey, it's all the same person. Asked whether he should go on to hards. I said mediums, and he listened. Fozzie, on the other hand,
DRS Russell, he's in an interesting position. He's P9, he's on fresh softs, but he's got to
has
stop
he
again.
put another set of softs on?
No, he did
he's
pit.
on his
opted
first
to not
box.
pit.
He
Oh,
put
right,
on
okay.
softs, so he's got to stop
So
again.
whilst all the other drivers have
He
had
did
the free
start on
pit
mediums,
stops.
correct?
No, he started
Yeah.
on softs.
No,
so-
soft,
oh,
yeah.
Did he?
okay. So it's
Yeah.
not even like he can go medium, soft if he just pushes
No.
the soft hards.
He's
Or
relying on
soft
another
long.
safety car now.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't
I mean,
be
as
too
are the
surprised if he
medium,
gets
as are the
it,
medium runners, in all fairness, because they've got to push hard.
Medium, you can take mediums to the end.
Yeah,
From
but they'll just be
here.
a little bit shot.
Yeah, you won't be able to take this chicane that the safety car's going through right now as fast as you would normally want to. So maybe Callum might get overtaken by Jeansy in the first couple of laps, but then Callum might be able to catch up to the end. If
Yeah,
they're still in
maybe
those
the
positions.
mediums are not the tyre of choice, but I think with the amount of safety
Well,
cars
the
we all
thing
get,
is,
I
the
think they are.
hards, they're the safer tyre choice, because the hards will definitely last till the end.
Yeah,
Whereas the mediums, you probably might have to do a bit of tyre saving, and towards the end you'll be really struggling for pace. So,
I just think it could be wise, you know. I think the mediums probably are a better tyre because I don't. Oh, that's Fozzie boxing.
oh,
maybe he's going.
what's Fozzie?
Why is he going? Don't
Go
tell me he's going on
mediums.
the mediums now. Let's see.
Who was it last night that did it? That put the set of hards on and thought, actually no, I need a set of mediums.
I believe
can't
that was
remember.
Sam's.
I think it was Sam's. Yeah,
He
it
like-
was Sam's.
Yeah, because
he
he
didn't box, did
he decided to not pit, yeah.
and then made the mistake
Oh
and had
yeah, I
to
remember
box.
that. Yeah.
But yeah, Fozzie, he
But
has put the
Fozzie down in
mediums
last
on.
place. Maybe it was a misclick. The hards, I don't think it was worth pitting just so you could have
He
the
would
better
have had
tyre.
to have changed. No, he would have had to have changed the tyres because his original strategy would have been medium, soft medium,
Yeah.
or soft medium. So he
He's got
wouldn't
some work to
have-
do. Both the Hasses have. Bringing up
Obviously,
the
a
back
bit of a
of the field group.
miscalculation.
So safety car will be in this lap. That's my prediction.
Surprised it didn't go in last that lap, to be honest.
Yeah,
Everyone's
I think
caught up.
it always has to be out for at least one lap. That's why even if
okay.
the whole grid's
Yeah,
got
that
off,
makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, you can't just go. You can't just come out and then back in.
come
the same
out and
lap.
go in on the same lap. Yeah.
Even if it is all clears and everyone's still together.
The Red Bull's not looking in too good of a situation now. Safety car will be in this lap.
So, Sam, if you go and turn the telemetry on, which you've already got on, that is fine. So yeah, by the way, Fozzie is only just pitting for the viewers.
Nice.
This is
Yeah,
class.
let's see what Callum does here for the restart. He might try the strategy that us Red Bull boys did yesterday. We're taking it very late, trying to catch up the guys not in our Honda powered cars.
Just had confirmation from Fozzie. He selected the mediums, but the game gave him the hards.
Yeah, I've had that. I hate that. I've had that in league races
Yeah.
before with.
It's happened to me before, where
I think
I've like
it's-
had no front wing,
Callum, it's
and then
gone.
I've selected to. into front wing, and it just hasn't changed it. But as Callum goes now,
Jeansy might go for a move here into turn 1.
I think he's going to go for
He
it
is.
round inside.
So
he is. He's
Iron
got
box.
the faster tyres. So
He's got that move.
Great
done.
restart from Jeansy, but Jeansy compromised on
that
the
is
apex
not at
on the
all when
exit.
Sir wants to box. He's going on to the hard Sir.
Callum gonna
But
send it.
Jeansy,
He's
I
looking.
think
Callum
Callum
was
Callum's
quick.
going to be looking for a move. So
Oh, Chad's AI, by the way, just so you know. So he's going to be... He should be falling back since the AI is an 85. I'd expect these to be
85
catching an
is-
85
oh, he's
I
back.
for
would have thought
AI.
he'd be ghosted if he was AI.
He's back now.
He's back.
Yeah.
He got away
As
with
Dilly
that one,
gets his
didn't
3
lose much
seconds.
time.
So what happened there
Yeah.
with with Face and Iron
I
Law?
don't
got-
know. Maybe he realised.
They may have
Yeah.
collided because Iron Law's gone onto softs.
Yeah.
May have
It's
collided
very
with
strange.
safety.
But that was the worst time he could have possibly pitted, as the safety
Yeah, they
car
both boxed for front.
just straight went.
Oh, and Russell gets 3 seconds. It's gonna be a good race.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Hopefully tier 3 later on tonight is gonna
Yeah,
give us the same.
I'm still in need of getting a driver.
I'll drive.
Otherwise, I'm racing.
Oh yeah. Can you drive for us, Toast?
Yeah, get Toast in tier 3.
I'll go on pad. I'll be able to win.
Had no
Callum not
assists.
being able to make the move down the back straight, as Sir with Face and Iron Law Gamer are just so far behind, but Fozzie beginning to make the moves and move back up the order. Got past A11 Lotus now. Next target site, IRC Dilly.
What did I want to do? Watch it
Making his
Instagram.
way up. Back. Now Russell is going to have to box in the next 4 laps, I'd say, because his softs are going to start falling off. So he needs another safety car. It could happen if some people crash. 'Cause it's very close at the back.
Yeah. Russell needs a safety car if he wants a chance to get in this race, to stay in it.
So Haronski and Mick are side by side right now. Great scrap as they're gonna go into the penultimate corner side by side and into Prost side by side.
The car looking to the inside line, shutting
Ooh,
off.
they
all
touch.
Vronsky getting the better exit as he cuts back across the Mick, forcing Mick to brake slightly, but Vronsky can now pull away.
There's a massive gaggle of cars. Oh, there's a round as big contact. As Luigi goes round and gets collected by Fozzie. And Dilly's
Fozzie up
going
another
down the
place
inside of Fox. And Fox goes off a lovely switch back.
Oh,
There's
and
more
that's
contact.
two
That's a
drivers out there.
That looks like 3 potentially.
No,
That
it's
is 3
Yeah,
cars with no front wings.
Fozzie.
They're all
on.
driving, they're all moving.
Yeah, they're all alive.
Very surprising. How
That's
on
a safety
earth
car.
they
None
all
of them have
survived
Good
front
that?
for
wings.
Russell.
Yeah.
The only cut there is a tier 3 stream. It should be myself and Sans, but it might not be. Just depends if I can get a driver and whether I can be bothered to race. But I've done no
To
practice.
commentate if you want.
Yeah, I can't. I have done no practice, so I'd have to like rush a bunch of practice.
See, the question is now, will the drivers stay on the mediums, or will they try and do
Russell
box
pits.
the hards to the end?
So Russell
Looks
should
like
take
drivers
the mediums.
stay out.
Yeah, it looks like it.
So for the medium runners, this is what they wanted.
Yeah.
That's sleazy into the
won't be
box.
losing tyre wear.
Wonder
Yeah,
why he's
Exotic
boxing.
comes
Does that
in.
damage? No, he just wants a new set of mediums. Makes sense, I guess.
Yeah, quite a few drivers opting for that. Just a new set of
I guess if
mediums.
you are near the back of the
Just-
pack, there's no
It's a
reason.
slow double
Yeah,
stack
there's
though.
no.
Yeah. Yesterday I got away
So
with the double
face
stack. I don't know.
coming into the pits as well. Yeah, you got lucky with the double stack.
I drove when Shui came in, and then I followed him in after like the second safety car. Then, oh no, it was the third safety car when we both went on to softs at the end. And I literally just like as he went out, my car just drove through the rear jack man, and I only had like a 3-second stop. It was amazing.
Oh, that was helpful. And Jeansy now in that P1 position as he managed to get the move back on Callum. Can Callum do the same thing to Jeansy? I'm probably going to be looking for the move, Callum, but
It's not even like the mediums are a dead tyre yet, and the hards are going to be so much stronger.
yeah.
Callum is just in a poor position because he's just going to get caught by Junior.
Lunio's had a fantastic race so far. He's managed to get back up from P13 all the way into P3. He's looking very strong as well where he is. No warnings and no penalties. Do not know about warnings, but Jeansy with 2 warnings currently. Callum with 1. Lunio with none. Jazz Mister with
Yo, 40,
2.
Russell dropping back.
He's
Russell had a
boxing
spin.
again.
No, Russell's spun to the safety car.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Out
Oh
cross.
no! It has not been his right start to the season that he would have wanted.
Russell won the championship last year, didn't he? Was it 100?
No, Hanji did.
Hanji got it on the final race. Russell was catching.
Is
back and
Hanji
then
racing?
No, he quit.
No, he quit.
Oh. It's unfortunate.
He had
Yeah.
a tier 1 seat. I had to move him down under
Yeah,
pretty much under
Right.
mixed orders because we had so
His
many
time
quick
wasn't
drives
fast enough.
in. It wasn't fair to let a sub 26 driver not have a seat. Do you know what I mean? When tier 2's available for the ones we've got, you know,
The
just
slower
over
times.
26 times.
yeah.
So I said,
So
if I signed a driver and I moved him down to tier 2, and he said, I'm not racing in tier 2 when there's people, I've already beaten all these people.
when there's no drivers here who are the same apart from Russell and Jeansy, but
With Luigi's in there, tier 1 driver. Fozzie.
yeah, but he wasn't tier 2, was he?
Peronsky.
So majority of these drivers are tier 1.
Face.
So
Capella, when he's actually racing.
yeah.
Pro can't put up a massive fight against Hanji in Brazil.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they just continually.
By the way, safety car's in this lap. You want to do, yeah.
So
You're going,
will
yeah.
Callum? Is Callum going to be able to make the move on Jeansy down the straight? And when will Jeansy go? Will he go as early as Callum is, or will he try and go a little bit later? As the gap between Jeansy
He
and
might as
Callum
well
is a
go
bit.
now.
Yeah, the gap.
Oh,
Oh,
Jeansy
Jeansy spun. He spun
Hey,
out
reset
of
to
Frost,
track.
and
That's 10 seconds.
oh no,
I'm,
that's 10
'cause
seconds.
I'm just
for
now a
him.
cheeky little clip of that one.
And he's also down in P10. Oh no.
Jeezy's bottled it.
And side by side,
Yeah.
Peronsky and Haribo.
Oh, and Jeezy's crashed.
Oh, never mind then. I won't
And
And he's
suffer.
reset to track again.
Oh, I can't do
Oh,
it.
there's
Oh,
carnage.
that's
You have
Mick.
Russell
Just
round
sent
and
one down,
so face.
sent one all the way down the inside, and
So
it's
So
Frost
we're
has
facing retiring from
retired.
the session.
he's crashed. I think.
Jeezy's now reset to track
That's
twice. That's
Runsky
20 seconds worth of
Forcing
penalty.
Haribo a little bit wide there.
And Jeezy's
Doesn't
round
need to get a
again.
second through. Oh, this is.
It's not going well.
He's got no front wing.
Poor Jeansy.
Both of the championship
As DRS
title
Russell
fighters
gets
last year
thrust
now
in
at the
now.
back.
Oh no, I feel so bad for Jeansy. Instead of last to first, he's done first to last 1 lap. Oh no, is he? Oh dear. And that's the Haribo kid out. Oh no, is he
Safety car.
retired from this? I have no idea what's happened there.
Oh,
Maybe
he's done.
just
He did
crashed.
what Russell did in quali.
Callum's managed to build the gap between him
I
and
don't know
Luno.
how that's not a safety car.
Yeah, it's
Quite central on the track, and there is car all over the shot.
Russell
the
coming
Haas
into
boys
the
back
pits.
into P8 and P9.
Oh, that's someone else
Doing well
round.
for themselves. As
Foz is
that is-
round.
Oh no!
You just gave them the
No,
commentator's
no.
curse. As soon as you said the Haas are doing well, he spins.
So Callum doing quite well for himself here.
He's gonna spin. Good job.
Debutant
Will he
Lunia in
spin?
P2, he's doing well.
Ozzy's got front wing damage as well. But
As
Hronsky
Hronsky makes a move,
passes his teammate.
I believe. Yeah, I believe he should
Probably
let
let
him
through.
go. Hronsky hitting the wall a little bit there, maybe.
That is damage though, because we are already on.
Yeah.
Have you put it to reduce standard?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I have it
No,
on.
I asked Mick and he said reduced. So
No, I don't. I would put it on reduce standard.
yeah, I asked Mick and he said reduced. So, but yeah, Lunia gaining in on Callum now. Gap was 1.5 seconds. Now it's down to 1.2.
And
What's he going to be able to do?
just within that second.
Both the Ferrari drivers out now, down in one lap. But surely next lap, Lunia will have the DRS on Callum and can slowly close in. As all the gaps are huge now, as Fozzie comes into the pits. I believe that's his third pit stop of the day. Yep. But Lunia getting the time. He's slowly gaining on Callum here. Draining his ERS though as well, which isn't preferably what he wants to do. Only sat on 40% at the moment. They come down the Ricardo curve. Mikhail getting his, I believe that's his second
14
set of 3
seconds
seconds.
now.
14? Oh. Callum's looking to build that gap to more than 1 second, so if he doesn't get the DRS, that would be exactly what Callum's trying to do here, but whether that is possible, who knows.
What's on?
As Callum getting the much better exit, but Lunia is still going to get the DRS, so he's going to be gaining hugely now. On as there's a bit of a train now forming behind. I believe that's Chaz Mister. Both the Mercedes and himself. Now a bit of a train forming there. As Luigi.
Do you always
Right
use
on the
the
back.
onboard cam, by the way?
Not always.
Okay, cool.
As Luigi now looking to make a move soon on Chaz Mister. Gaps opened up a bit. But for Callum, the gap between him and Lunia has closed again.
But Callum
straight
has got
line speed to mediums.
60% ERS, whilst Lunia's got 20, so...
Lunia's got the DRS and the fresher tyres and the better tyres. So it's just whether Callum's raw pace can keep him ahead. It's looking unlikely as we
I think.
I don't know.
I don't know. The medium tyres, they're not going to be the strongest.
The mediums
anymore.
are going to start losing it.
But the
soon,
medium, no, the medium's not going to be strongest anymore. But the hards, I don't think are the best tyre to be on.
Yeah.
I think the mediums are still the best.
Nearly
As the
put it
mediums
in
are
the
probably
wall.
starting to give a bit of tyre wear.
Need a safety car probably.
Yeah.
Slot back to the
no,
sun.
I think they might be gone.
Skirting around. Oh, big crash! In sector
Kyle.
one. Mick.
believe.
Is he in the wall? Looks like it.
He got put in the wall, I believe.
Still
by
got a
NX
whole front wing according
Exotic.
to the visuals.
Yeah, I think the visuals are maybe a bit broken. Might
I'm
not
pretty
show
sure
Yeah,
the
the
visuals
plates.
only show it unless they have lost their entire front wing.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the end plates. Like
Because for
side
me, it
plates.
didn't show when Russell and Hronsky. Oh, Mick! Don't know how he's kept it.
And now he's
yeah,
lost his
Mick's
front
got.
wing.
Yeah.
As that is
Diddy's
Dilly.
out.
He is out.
Safety
And
car.
maybe that's gonna be another safety car.
Safety
That's
car.
perfect.
Well, that's
Time
a big
to box.
crash.
That is absolutely perfect. For I believe that was perfect for the medium runners, but even more
Soft
so
tyres.
for Callum.
Soft tyres.
Yeah, everyone I believe should be putting onto the softs now. But as yes, everyone is going to come into the pits. Oh no! Jazz Mister deciding to not to pit.
Everyone should go into the softs here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe
they are
it's
going
because of the double
soft.
stack or I
Chaz
don't
Mister's
know.
not in a good position. Those hards,
Yeah,
he's gonna die.
on the hard.
Yeah, that was not a clever strategy.
Maybe it's
But
because
to
he
be
didn't
fair,
want to. He wanted to
hasn't got
avoid the
any
double stack,
penalties.
but
He hasn't got
Yeah,
any
as
penalties,
the
and this
Lonza-
safety car will come in
Yeah.
probably end of lap 21. So
Because it's not even because
Maybe lap
he
22.
went 11 laps on
end
the
of lap
soft
22.
yesterday. How did they
Yeah, I
feel
did.
after them 11 laps?
They were dead. I'll be honest.
Were you boxing
know.
that lap anyway?
I think I was going to. I was kind of just holding it out as long as I could
So
until
you
I
did
got
quite well on
safety.
them. Like you weren't really losing that time.
No, I was battling Gurr for a couple of laps. So
as Genesy opts to not pit as well.
But yeah, as well, Fox hasn't boxed as well.
yeah. So
But Chaz is going to be a sitting duck up at the front now. Not at all. I don't know. Maybe he thought, well, I can probably try and hold it out, or whether it was he wanted to avoid the double stack. I do not know, but not a position you'd want to ever be in. He does have the buffer of Fox behind him, but as I don't think the safety car will be in this lap. Yes, as the safety car isn't pitting, or isn't going in this lap, but
it is going to be interesting because Callum and Hronsky both have penalties, 3 and 6. So if Callum can't get past Dallos and Fox quickly, Chaz Meister might be able to nick a podium potentially.
yeah.
And depends
Maybe if he
the
can do some
speed on those softs. If they're a lot
Maybe if he
faster
pulls off
than
some Max Verstappen.exe defending, then who
Yeah.
knows?
Well, Lunia will want his teammate to hold up all the guys behind him. 6 currently.
Yeah. Thing
Don't know
is,
why
second,
Jean's
third, and
even still
fourth, all of
competing
the
because he's got
penalties.
20 seconds worth of penalties.
Maybe he thinks he can get some of them removed. However, he is also on the 5
Well,
lap
he
old
reset
medium.
the track
So.
twice, so
Oh yeah, he can't avoid
I've
that.
only got one clip of it.
oh, I've
Ah,
got the
well, he's
other.
only gonna
well,
get
I haven't
10
got another clip,
So I've only got the one, but that's fine.
but
By
that's
the way,
enough.
Sam, a little bit of a hassle talk for you. I've just managed to secure a tier 3 driver.
Nice one. But yeah, safety car will be in this lap. When is Chaz going to go? The gap between him and Fox was almost a second then, so if that goes up to widens to that much, maybe he'll decide to go then. That'll be perfect for him. As we're coming into the final few corners of the track. But how long can Chaz hold out? As I believe he's gone.
He has
Yep,
gone.
he's gone out of Prost. So
But,
getting
I mean,
a wonderful start away for
Fox
Chaz.
is in
but
a
from
dreadful
Fox-
position.
Yeah, he might be passed here by Callum.
He's gonna be
As Callum sends
no
up the inside
defense
and
available.
Callum gets the move.
And he goes off track there, getting passed by 3, 4 drivers.
Yeah, Horonsky. That is not the start. I'm sure. Yeah, Fox's main goal now is just to hold up the drivers behind him.
Yeah, he's holding up Exotic a lot.
As Callum's right on the back of Chaz here. Can he get the move done? He'll probably
Horonsky's
want to get
pushing
it-
Callum along.
Callum is gonna get the move done here. Chaz Meister
He's gonna
defends
play-
inside.
Great car position
Great-
though from Chaz.
Great defense by Chaz. Not
Surely
letting
he's
him
gonna
go
get him
for a
here
move
now.
anywhere there. Down the Ricardo curve, everyone goes.
Whereas Callum, I'd wait
Can-
until after this chicane.
Yeah,
Carry the speed through. Look, you
he's
can
gonna
get him
get
now.
the much better
If
exit.
I was Chaz, I would
He's
go
gonna-
quite slow for that chicane to back him up.
Mm,
But that's my defensive
try
style.
and get the better
I'm
exit.
an aggressive
Well,
defender.
my defensive
takes the
style is
lead.
putting them in the wall. As
I
Callum
mean,
makes
and
the
that's it,
move,
look,
and
Callum's
Horonsky
an
as well.
aggressive overtaker.
As Luigi also getting
He's
fast.
got a box,
As
surely.
Chaz, surely he
just
can't do that.
sent
As
it into
Lernia
Luigi.
is going for the move as well.
And
Chaz is
Lunia
dropping
back
back.
on the podium.
He's dropping back now.
He could win this. He can stay within 3 seconds.
Yeah, he can, because the
Callum.
3 seconds. Oh,
He's currently
wow.
2.1 behind the leader.
Once again, another 3 seconds.
No mistakes for him, and he can win
It's
this.
Exotic. We'll be looking for a move on Chaz Meister here. A wonderful redemption drive from him today, going from P17 to P6. Potential driver of the day. Candidate
Mick
here.
makes a good move around the outside of Fox for P10.
Mick overtaken cleanly.
I know.
That's something I've never heard of.
Exotic losing time now to Chaz Meister. Is
By
he
the way,
going to be able
I'm
to
gonna
make
get
the
like
move?
5 minutes before I've got to stream tier 3.
Oh yeah, you are.
That is
Lunia
class.
is still keeping within the 3 seconds of Callum. Gronsky dropping back a little bit now, but they're both going to have the DRS now, so they're going to be able to accelerate away significantly. As Mikhail gets past Iron Game as well. Exotic surely will get past Chaz Meister on the back straight here.
Currently, Horonsky's going to
Callum
drop to
bringing the fastest
P6 with
lap.
his penalties.
Oh wow. As Exotic gets the move done on Chaz. Put him up into P5, 12 places gained as Russell gets the move done on Iron Low Gamer. Fozzie now up into the point, but let's see how penalties are going to affect it. So Russell with 3 seconds, Mikhail with 9, Fozzie with 6, Horonsky with 6, as Fozzie and Mikhail going side by side into Ascari, I believe it is. But Fozzie's got the move done and it will stick.
I think he has got 6 seconds of penalty, so to worry about.
Currently, he'll drop to
Yeah.
maybe P6. Current gap from
Yeah,
the leader to
Horonsky is-
P5 is 6 seconds.
Oh, we're talking about Horonsky, I was
Also-
talking about Fozzie. But Horonsky, yeah, he's in a dreadful position.
Oh yeah, Exotic only just outside of the zone, and Chaz Meister as well. But from the looks of things, Lunia is going to be getting a win unless he can.
Oh, he's just got a penalty.
Oh, as he kicks up his 3
He's round.
seconds. Oh
And
no!
he's reset to track as
And he
well.
reset to track as well. Oh dearie me.
That's so unlucky. And he's out of the points.
And that is torn his race to shreds.
That's bad for
not at all.
Alfa Romeo, both of them leading rear
Yeah.
of the pack now. So unlucky.
But Fozzie and Jeansy, both side by side. Jeansy putting the squeeze on
Yellow
to
flags.
Fozzie. As I believe that is Russell. Russell is
Russell's
out
round.
the back. Yeah, he's round. I don't believe he's got any front. Does he have any front wings?
Junior
No,
retires.
he doesn't front wings. Ah.
Luigi could be on for a win here, and he's 1.4
Yeah.
seconds in 3 laps to get the win. Currently, he can get P2.
Fozzie and
He's currently
Jeansy, but still
drifting
both
around this
side by
track.
side. As Fozzie, I believe, has made the move stick now on Jeansy. However, he does have his 6 seconds of time penalty compared to Jeansy's just 3. But Exotic now dropping back time to Horonsky, so he'll be staying in P4 as it currently stands. Luigi, however, will be moving up into P2.
Oh, Russell's round. It's a big crash.
Again?
Yeah.
Oh
and
yeah,
he's in the
yeah,
wall.
he's lost his front wing.
Sure,
Not
if
at
I was
all
him,
the
I would
start to
retire
his
out of embarrassment. It's unlucky for
He
him.
keeps going, even though he's gonna have to pit. Not the race start he would have hoped for.
Luigi's dropping
Don't
back
really-
now. Looks like Callum, he needs 3 laps, no mistakes, and he's secured his first win in F1WL.
Meister hasn't dropped back as much as we would have thought he would have. Only sitting down in P5 with his 3 seconds of penalty, however, though.
He was P5, everyone behind him.
And
was
Russell
behind him.
retires. Russell's retiring. And there we
Hironsky
go.
now
The 8
can get
retirements.
P3. Potentially P2. He can get away from G. Gap is
He'll have
increasing.
he'll have to put a masterclass in if he wants to keep P2.
Yeah.
He needs to gain what 2.5 seconds in 2
Around
laps,
that.
so
Yeah.
it'll be very difficult for him. But as Lotus probably going to be looking for the move on
Yeah,
Chaz here.
he's got Fozzie right on him.
A bit of a train building up now. Jeansy a bit behind as Fozzie looking for the move.
A11's
So,
going
well
to send
done.
it on the inside.
Yeah, A11 going down the inside.
Oh,
And he gets the move done.
late
Goes a bit
braking,
wide though out of
keeps
the
it on
exit.
there. Good switch back from Chaz
Gonna
Meister.
Daniel
Oh,
Ricciardo.
and
Oh,
A11's
and
round.
A11's round. Thank God for ghosting.
Looked like Chaz Meister squeezed him a bit.
Fozzie now gaining on Chaz Meister. Gonna be looking for the move. That's being able to break so much later than him. Because of the tyre. 19 lap old hards. Not at all what you want to be on when everyone around you is on the softs. Admittedly it's old softs, but as Fozzie's gonna look for the move up the inside, braking late, and what a wonderful move that is. He's got the position, he's gonna make it stick. Chaz might be able to bite back on the straight, but I don't think he'll be able to. Gap already up to 5.5 tenths. Yep. And he's drained all of his battery. 3% left as we go into the final lap. And it looks, from the looks of things, it's gonna be a win for Callum. A P2 for
Luigi currently.
Luigi, yeah.
No mistakes,
And then
and
a
he secured it.
P3 for Horonsky. And then the Haas boys will be down there in 4th and 5th. I don't know how Fozzie's penalty will affect him, but we will
Well,
see.
Jeansy will be getting 20 seconds worth of penalties.
Yeah, so-
And then, yeah,
Or at least 10.
Fozzie's
So yeah, so I
secured.
think it'll be a 4-5 because Chaz got an extra 3 seconds.
Yeah.
So. But Callum just keeping it safe as he's gone round the Ricciardo curve for the final time of this race. He's just keeping it clean, making sure to avoid any warnings. He's had a wonderful race today. His qualifying was fantastic. He's coming around the the penultimate corner for the final time out of Prost, and he's going to win the Grand Prix in Australia, our first winner this season. What a wonderful drive. And will Luigi take P2? Yes, he will. So it's going to be a P. So your podium positions are Callum in P1, Luigi in P2, and Horonsky in P3. Exotic in P4, Fozzie P5, Jeezy 6, Chaz 7. Great drive from him considering he was on the much worse tyres, only managing to minimise its 6 drops. And then I believe it was Jeezy after. It's Luigi picking up driver of the day according to this. But now, as we see the podium drivers coming out, what a wonderful drive from Callum today, totally deserving it. He was the most consistent driver all the way through, using the safety cars to maximum effect. Done extremely well for himself. And Luigi, what a way to start his Tier 2 journey. Started, got his P2 thanks to penalties. Done really well to avoid any penalties at all. So your top 10 are Callum, Luigi, Horonsky, Exotic, Fozzie, Jeezy, Chaz. A11, Lotus, Mikhail, and Iron Low Gamer. Not the race start that Russell would have wanted, but he can certainly recover it. But what a drive from Luigi's fan and Exotic. Luigi going from 15th to 2nd, and Exotic going from 17th to 4th. Incredible drives from both of them today.